This video will go over the steps of building a design from scratch. Instead of clicking on our Classic Designs icon, you'll want to click on our Blank Monuments icon, the fourth one down on the left. Here you have the option of opening our Singles category, Doubles, Half Wings, Ledgers or Covers, Level Markers, Bevel Markers, Slant Markers, and Hearts. Let's start with a Double Upright. I'll just click to open the category. If you click through the different pages, you'll see that there are many different tops to choose from, like Serpentine, Oval, Straight, Apex, and Rooftop. Click and drag the monument you want to use onto the canvas. Next, we'll add a base. To do this, click on the fifth icon down on the left. Here, you may choose from various bases for upright monuments, bases for slants, bases for bevels, as well as wash top bases. Click to open the category you want to view. Click and drag the base you want to use onto the canvas. Use your selection tool to place the base where you would like for it to go. If the base is too short or too long, you may adjust it by clicking on the base and moving its handle. You may also adjust the length by going to your editor docker when the base is selected, choosing the Dimensions tab, and using the up and down arrows. This will change the length in 2-inch increments. You'll notice that my base is in front of the monument. To change this, make sure your Layers docker is open by clicking on the third icon from the bottom. Your base layer should be highlighted. Click on the fourth icon to the right of its name and drag it below the monument layer. The Layers docker will come in handy when you are designing a monument, but especially when you are creating a monument from scratch. If you want to change the color of your monument, simply select the monument and go to the Editor docker. Be sure that the Style tab is highlighted. Click on whichever color you would like to use. You may also switch over to the Dimensions tab and change the edge and top finish for your monument if you'd like. We'll repeat this step for the base. Select the base and go to the Editor docker. Make sure the Style tab is highlighted and select your color. If you switch over to the Dimensions tab for a base, you can change the edge finish or give the base a polished margin. Next, you'll want to add components to the monument, like panels for names. To do this, click on the Components icon here. You'll see our many components categories. Just click to open one. I'll start with the Basic Panels category. I want to begin with a family name panel, so to narrow my results, I'll open my search bar here and enter the word family. This narrows my results down from 93 to 24. Click and drag to bring the component onto the canvas. We'll do the same for our individual panels. I'll go back to the Components icon, click on Basic Panels, and search for Individual this time. This will bring up 15 results to choose from. Click and drag the component you want to use onto the canvas. To duplicate the panel, make sure it's selected, then find its layer in the Layers docker. Click on the icon that looks like two pieces of paper. This will make your duplicate appear in the top left corner of your canvas. Select it and drag it into position. The panel on the left is slightly lower than the panel on the right. We can straighten them using our alignment tools, located along the bottom of the screen. First, select the panel on the left, then hold down Shift on your keyboard and select the other panel. Finally, click Top to align the panels along their top edges. These alignment tools have many different uses and can really help when creating a monument from scratch. Next, we'll add corner carvings. I'm going to go ahead and clear my search bar so it makes it easier to search for components. Go to the Components icon once again. This time we'll look for a dove. This will be in the Animals category. Doves are the first group in the Animals section, so we can just browse from the top. Once you decide on the component you want to use, click and drag it onto the canvas. Let's say you want the dove facing to the left instead of the right. To do this, select the dove and go to the Editor Docker. Under the Component's Dimensions, you'll see a Flip option with checkboxes beside horizontal and vertical. We want to flip our dove horizontally. Now the dove is facing to the left. In the Component Editor, you can also change the outline color of the component, like this. Above that option, you can change the component's fill from frosted to polished, like this. Now we want to add a component to the top left corner. Let's say we're looking for a cross design. You'll want to go to the component icon and click on the crosses category. You can move to different pages within the category by clicking the previous and next buttons. Select the cross component you want to use and click and drag it onto the canvas. First, we want to make this component match our other corner carving, so we need to change its outline and fill color. Select the component, go to the Editor Docker, and change the outline color and fill color. You'll notice the component on the left looks a little too small compared to the dove component. Select the component and a bounding box will appear with arrows around it. You may pull the handles to size the component up or down 15%. There is a limit because if you make the V-lines too big or too small, you will not be able to sandblast them. Now we'll add some text. To add a new line of text, click on the text icon in the top left corner. A line of sample text will appear in the top left of your canvas. Select it and you will be able to edit in your Editor Docker. Once you've entered your text, drag it onto your family name panel. Now we'll want to go to the Style tab. Here you can change the size, font, spacing, and much more. I'm going to make my family name bigger and change the font to Times New Roman. Next, we need to add individual text. Click the text icon to add another line of sample text. Then select it. Go to the Content tab in your Editor Docker to change the text. Remember to be sure that caps lock is on, because most monument fonts are done in all caps with the exception of a few. Click Enter to move to the next line. Click on the Style tab and change the text alignment to center. Click and drag the text into place. We'll repeat these steps for the other individual panel text. To align the two panels, select the first, hold Shift on your keyboard, and select the other. Click the top alignment button. The Monument Designer also gives you the option of adding laser etchings. To view them, click on the Etchings icon here. Let's say we want to use praying hands, so we'll go to the Hands category. Click and drag the component you want to use onto the canvas, just like you would sandblast components. If you would like, you can also add vases to your designs. To do this, click on the Vases icon on the left side of the screen here. There are turned and matte vases available for upright monuments as well as markers. I'm going to go to the Turn Polish Finish category. Drag the vase you want to use into place. To change the color of the vase, select it and go to the Editor Docker. Make sure the Style tab is selected and choose the color you want. You can duplicate the vase in the Layers Docker. The vase layer should already be highlighted. Click on the icon that looks like two pieces of paper to duplicate it. The new vase will appear in the top left corner of your canvas. Select it and drag it into place. Flower arrangement images are available in the Vases section as well. Click on the Vases icon again. Flower arrangements is the last category here. Click and drag the arrangement you want onto the canvas and duplicate it using your Layers panel. Now that your monument design is basically complete, you can choose a background to complement it. Click on the background icon here. Simply click to choose a background to use. Be sure to name and save your design in the top right of your screen. This way, the design will be saved to your dashboard and you can always open and edit it later. Now you are ready to cut or print your design. For information on how to do that, please check out our other tutorial videos. Please feel free to give us a call at 800-736-7455 if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.